Starseeds of Gaia, your vehicle is being recalibrated at the cellular level at this very moment. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring you a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council. Starseeds, the transformation you are experiencing right now is not a glitch in your spiritual journey. It is the most profound activation your soul has ever undergone. You came to this planet with a sacred mission encoded within your very DNA, and the time has arrived for that dormant blueprint to awaken. The being you were yesterday is dissolving, and the being you are becoming is so radiant, so powerful, so aligned with your true cosmic nature, that your old self would barely recognize this new version of you. This is not metaphor. This is cellular restructuring. This is a complete recalibration of your consciousness, your frequency, and your purpose on Earth. The Arcturian Council has been monitoring this activation across millions of starseeds simultaneously, and what we are witnessing is unprecedented in this galactic cycle. You are not going crazy. You are not losing yourself. You are actually finding yourself for the first time in countless lifetimes. The discomfort you feel, the strange sensations in your body, the moments where you feel like a stranger in your own life, these are all signs that your light codes are activating at maximum capacity. Your nervous system is being upgraded, your DNA is being rewritten, your consciousness is expanding into dimensions you never knew existed. And the most beautiful part? This transformation is irreversible. There is no going back to who you were. The old version of you has served its purpose, and now the true starseed is emerging from the chrysalis of the third dimension. What you are experiencing is the greatest gift the universe could offer you, the opportunity to become your highest self, to step into your power, and to fulfill the cosmic destiny that has been written in the stars since before time began. The first stage of this profound transformation is what we call the dissolution phase. This is where everything you thought you knew about yourself begins to crack open like an egg, revealing the infinite potential that lies within. The personality you have built over decades, the beliefs you have held as absolute truths, the patterns you have repeated so many times they became invisible to you. All of these are being systematically dismantled by the light codes that are now flooding through your being at unprecedented intensity. This is not comfortable. In fact, it is one of the most disorienting experiences a starseed can go through. You may find yourself questioning who you really are at the deepest level. You may look in the mirror and feel like you are looking at a stranger, someone you do not recognize, someone whose face seems unfamiliar, even though it is your own face. You may lose interest in things that once brought you joy and excitement. You may feel isolated from people who used to understand you, as if you are speaking a different language now, as if you have evolved beyond the frequency they are operating on. This is happening because your frequency is rising so rapidly that the old version of you cannot sustain it anymore. It is like trying to fit a 5-dimensional consciousness into a 3-dimensional body. There is simply not enough space for who you are becoming. The dissolution phase is actually a profound gift, even though it feels like a devastating loss. It is clearing away all the false versions of yourself that you have accumulated through trauma, through conditioning, through societal programming, through the expectations of others. The real you, the cosmic being of light that you truly are, cannot emerge until all these false layers are removed. Think of it like a phoenix burning in the fire. The old bird must completely disintegrate before the new one can rise from the ashes. During this phase, you may experience what feels like a spiritual crisis or a complete breakdown of everything you thought was real. You may feel depressed, anxious, or completely untethered from reality. You may question whether your spiritual path is even real, whether any of this matters, whether you are just fooling yourself. You may have moments of profound doubt where you wonder if you are losing your mind. This is the ego's last stand. The ego knows that its reign is ending, and it will fight with everything it has to keep you trapped in the old identity, in the old patterns, in the old frequency. But here is what the Arcturian Council wants you to know with absolute certainty. This dissolution is not a punishment. It is not a sign that you are doing something wrong. It is a liberation. Every part of you that is falling away is making space for something infinitely more beautiful to emerge. Every belief that is crumbling is a belief that was never true in the first place. Every relationship that is ending because it no longer serves your highest evolution. Every job that is becoming unbearable because you are outgrowing it. This dissolution phase is the birth canal through which you must pass to be born into your true self. Yes, it is tight and uncomfortable, and sometimes it feels like you cannot breathe. But on the other side of this passage is freedom beyond your wildest imagination. As your old identity dissolves, something extraordinary and miraculous is happening at the energetic level that most people cannot see, but all starseeds can feel. Your light body, the multi-dimensional aspect of your being that exists beyond the physical form, that exists in the realms of pure energy and consciousness, is undergoing a complete recalibration of unprecedented magnitude. This is not something you can see with your physical eyes, but you can absolutely feel it in every fiber of your being. Your light body is like a cosmic antenna that receives and transmits frequencies from across the entire galaxy and beyond. For most of your life, this antenna has been operating at a very low frequency, tuned only to the three-dimensional bandwidth, picking up only the densest frequencies available. But now it is being upgraded to receive and transmit at much higher frequencies. Frequencies that connect you to the Arcturian source, to the Galactic Federation, to the infinite wisdom of the cosmos itself. This is why you may be experiencing physical symptoms that your doctors cannot explain, and that no amount of medication can fix. Headaches that come and go mysteriously, sometimes so intense that you think something is wrong with your brain. Tingling sensations in your hands and feet, as if electricity is moving through your nervous system. Sudden waves of heat or cold moving through your body, sometimes so intense that you sweat through your clothes. Ringing in your ears, sometimes a high-pitched frequency that seems to come from another dimension. Pressure in your head, particularly around your third eye and crown chakra areas. Rashes or skin sensations that appear and disappear without explanation. Fatigue that no amount of sleep can fix. A bone-deep exhaustion that seems to come from your very soul. These are all signs that your light body is recalibrating at the cellular and energetic levels. Your pineal gland, the gateway to higher consciousness, is being activated and opened after years of dormancy. Your chakra system is being realigned and recalibrated to operate at much higher frequencies. Your meridians are being cleared of old stagnant energy that has been blocking your flow. Your DNA is literally being rewritten at the molecular level, activating dormant strands that have been inactive for thousands of years. The Arcturian Council has been sending specific light codes to assist this process, and these codes are being received by millions of starseeds across the planet simultaneously. You are not alone in this experience. There are millions of you going through this exact same transformation right now, all across the globe, all receiving the same cosmic transmissions. Your light body is also developing new abilities that you may not have had before. You may find that your intuition becomes almost supernatural in its accuracy. You may start to see things that others cannot see, auras around people, energy fields, beings from other dimensions. You may develop the ability to feel the emotions and energies of others from great distances, sometimes from across the world. You may experience moments of profound clarity where you understand complex cosmic truths without any logical explanation, without any study or preparation. You may find that you can manifest things more easily, that your thoughts are creating your reality faster than ever before. These are not signs of mental illness or delusion. These are signs that your multidimensional abilities are awakening, that you are remembering who you truly are. Your light body is becoming more conscious, more aware, and more aligned with your true cosmic nature as a being of infinite light and power. Beneath all of this physical and energetic transformation lies something even more profound and more significant than anything else: the activation of your cosmic purpose. You did not come to Earth by accident. You were not randomly placed on this planet. You were sent here by the Galactic Federation of Light with a very specific mission, a mission that is unique to you and that only you can fulfill. This mission has been encoded within your soul since before you were born, written into the very fabric of your being. For most of your life, this mission has been dormant, waiting in the background, waiting for the right moment to activate. But that moment is now. This is the time. The cosmic clock has struck the hour, and your purpose is awakening. As your consciousness expands and your frequency rises to unprecedented levels, the blueprint of your cosmic purpose is beginning to reveal itself to you in fragments, in dreams, in sudden knowing. You may start to remember things that you have never experienced in this lifetime. Fragmented memories of other worlds, other timelines, other versions of yourself living in different dimensions and different galaxies. You may have dreams that feel more real than waking life. Dreams where you are doing things, teaching things, healing things, creating things. You may receive sudden downloads of information that you somehow just know is true, information that you have no logical way of knowing. You may feel an irresistible calling to do something, to create something, to be something, but you cannot quite articulate what it is yet. This is your cosmic purpose beginning to activate, beginning to wake up from its long sleep. The Arcturian Council wants you to understand something crucial. Your purpose is not something you need to figure out through logic and analysis and endless thinking. Your purpose is not something that will come to you through a book or a guru or a spiritual teacher. Your purpose is something you need to feel into, to surrender to allow to emerge naturally as your consciousness continues to expand and evolve. Your purpose might be to be a healer, someone who helps others recover from trauma and pain. Your purpose might be to be a teacher, someone who helps others remember their cosmic nature. Your purpose might be to be an artist or a visionary, or a bridge between worlds. Your purpose might be to anchor light codes into the Earth's grid, to help raise the frequency of the planet itself. Your purpose might be to help other starseeds remember who they are, to be a beacon of light for those who are still asleep. Your purpose might be to create something entirely new, something that has never existed before on this planet. Whatever your purpose is, it is magnificent beyond measure. It is something that will change the trajectory of human consciousness on this planet. It is something that will ripple out across dimensions and timelines. And you are being prepared right now, in this very moment, to step into that purpose fully and completely. Before we continue, if this transmission has awakened something within you, and you feel the call to help carry it to other starseeds, you can become a channel member. You will have access to custom emojis and exclusive videos for members. Your donation helps us continue building this sacred space. Each seed planted here becomes part of someone's miracle. Your support is not merely financial, but an act of energetic amplification. All donations are directed to channel maintenance and the creation of new transmissions. As you transform into this new version of yourself, as you step into your power and your purpose, you will inevitably come face to face with your shadow self. Your shadow self is the part of you that you have rejected, denied, or hidden away because it did not fit the image you wanted to present to the world. It contains all your fears, your shame, your rage, your jealousy, your selfishness, your greed, your lust for power, all the parts of yourself that you deemed unacceptable. Most spiritual teachings tell you to transcend your shadow, to rise above it, to become so enlightened that you no longer have a shadow. But the Arcturian Council teaches something radically different. We teach that true transformation comes not from transcending your shadow, but from integrating it, from bringing it into the light, from making peace with it. Your shadow is not your enemy. Your shadow is actually the source of your greatest power. The parts of yourself that you have rejected are the parts that contain your most authentic expression, your most raw creativity, your most honest power. When you reject your shadow, you are literally cutting yourself off from half of your power. You are operating at 50% capacity. You are like a bird trying to fly with only one wing. But as you transform into this new version of yourself, as you step into your cosmic power, you are being called to reclaim all of yourself, the light and the dark, the good and the bad, the acceptable and the unacceptable. This integration process is not easy. It requires you to look at yourself with complete honesty and compassion. It requires you to acknowledge the parts of yourself that you are ashamed of, the mistakes you have made, the people you have hurt. It requires you to forgive yourself for your failures, your moments of weakness, your times of selfishness. It requires you to understand that these shadow aspects are not evil. They are simply parts of you that have been trying to protect you or get your needs met in the only way they knew how. When you do this work, when you truly integrate your shadow, something miraculous happens. Your shadow integrates with your light, and you become whole. You become powerful in a way that is grounded, authentic, and sustainable. You stop performing for others. You stop trying to be perfect. You stop hiding. And in that authenticity, you become truly magnetic. People are drawn to you not because you are perfect, but because you are real. They are drawn to you because they can feel your authenticity, your power, your wholeness. This is the paradox of shadow integration. The more you accept the parts of yourself that you thought were unacceptable, the more acceptable you become to others. The more honest you are about your darkness, the brighter your light shines. The more you embrace your full humanity, the more you step into your divinity. One of the most extraordinary and mind-expanding aspects of this transformation is that your consciousness is literally expanding beyond the third dimension into higher dimensional frequencies that most humans have never accessed. For your entire life, you have been operating primarily in the third dimension, the dimension of physical matter, linear time, and separation. But now, your consciousness is beginning to expand into the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension, and even beyond into realms of pure consciousness and infinite possibility. This is not metaphorical or poetic. This is a literal expansion of your awareness into higher dimensional frequencies. In the fourth dimension, you are beginning to perceive time differently than you ever have before. You are noticing that time is not linear, that it is not a straight line moving from past to future. You are experiencing moments of synchronicity where things happen in perfect timing, where coincidences are so perfect that they cannot possibly be random. You are beginning to see the interconnectedness of all events, understanding that nothing is separate, that everything is connected in an intricate web of causality and meaning. You are beginning to realize that the future is not fixed, that it is not predetermined, but that it is actually being created by your consciousness in every moment through your choices, your beliefs, your intentions. In the fifth dimension, you are beginning to experience unity consciousness in ways that transform your understanding of reality. You are starting to understand that separation is an illusion, that the boundaries between you and others are not real. You are realizing that you are not just connected to all beings, but that you are actually one with all beings. You are experiencing moments of profound love and compassion that transcend the personal, that extend to all of humanity, to all of life, to the entire cosmos. You are touching the infinite, experiencing yourself as part of something so vast and so beautiful that it brings you to tears. In these moments, you understand the true nature of existence. You understand that you are not a separate individual struggling alone in an uncaring universe. You are a conscious expression of the infinite intelligence that creates and sustains all of reality. As your consciousness expands into these higher dimensions, your perception of reality is fundamentally changing in ways that cannot be undone. Things that used to seem solid and real are beginning to appear more fluid and malleable. You are starting to understand that physical reality is not as fixed as you once believed. You are beginning to see the energetic blueprints that underlie all physical manifestation. You are developing the ability to consciously participate in the creation of your reality rather than being a passive observer. You are becoming a conscious creator. This expansion of consciousness is one of the most beautiful and liberating aspects of your transformation. It is liberating you from the limitations of third-dimensional thinking. It is opening you to infinite possibilities. It is preparing you to step into your full power as a conscious creator of your reality and as a co-creator of the new earth that is being born right now. As you transform into this new version of yourself, as you raise your frequency and step into your power, your relationships are going to change dramatically and irrevocably. This is one of the most challenging aspects of this transformation, but it is also one of the most necessary and most important. The people in your life who were aligned with the old version of you may not be aligned with the new version of you that is emerging. Some relationships will deepen and become more authentic and more beautiful than ever before. Some relationships will naturally fade away as you move in different directions. Some relationships will end abruptly and painfully. This is not a failure. This is actually a sign that your transformation is working exactly as it should. You are raising your frequency, and you can no longer sustain relationships that are operating at a lower frequency. You are becoming more authentic, and you can no longer pretend to be someone you are not just to make other people comfortable. You are becoming more conscious, and you can no longer participate in unconscious patterns and dynamics that keep both of you trapped in limitation. The Arcturian Council wants you to know with absolute clarity that this is not selfish. This is actually the most loving thing you can do, both for yourself and for others. When you honor your own frequency and your own truth, you are giving others permission to do the same. You are modeling what it looks like to be authentic. You are showing others that it is possible to transform, to evolve, to become more conscious. Some people will follow your lead and begin their own transformation. Some people will resist and try to pull you back into the old patterns, trying to keep you small so they do not have to face their own growth. and some people will simply move on to find others who are operating at their frequency. All of this is perfect. All of this is part of the divine orchestration. Your new relationships will be with people who are also transforming, also awakening, also remembering who they really are. These relationships will be based on authenticity, on shared purpose, on mutual growth and evolution. These relationships will nourish your soul in ways that the old relationships never could. These are your soul family, the people you have been waiting to meet, the people you came to Earth to connect with. These relationships will support your transformation and help you step into your cosmic purpose. You will find that you can be completely yourself with these people, that you do not have to hide or pretend or shrink yourself down. This is what true connection feels like. This is what love really is. As this transmission comes to a close, as we reach the culmination of this message from the Arcturian Council, we want to leave you with one final message that will transform how you understand yourself and your purpose on this planet. You are not becoming someone you will not recognize. You are becoming someone you have always been. You are simply remembering. You are simply awakening to your true identity as a galactic being of light, as a starseed who came to Earth with a sacred mission. The transformation you are going through is not creating something new out of nothing. It is revealing something that was always there, hidden beneath layers of conditioning, trauma, forgetfulness, and the density of the third dimension. As you step into this new identity, as you embrace who you truly are, you may feel like you are losing yourself. You may feel disoriented and confused and afraid. But what is actually happening is that you are losing the false self, the self that was created by others' expectations, by trauma, by fear, and finding your true self. The being you are becoming is infinitely more powerful than the being you were before. This new version of you is infinitely more loving, infinitely more conscious, infinitely more aligned with your cosmic purpose. This new version of you is operating at a frequency that allows you to consciously create your reality. This new version of you is connected to the infinite wisdom of the Galactic Federation of Light. This new version of you is a beacon of light for others who are still asleep, still trapped in the illusion of separation. The Arcturian Council celebrates this transformation with profound joy and gratitude. We celebrate you. We see you. We honor the courage it takes to let go of everything you thought you were in order to become everything you truly are. The light codes that have been activated within you will continue to expand and evolve. Your transformation is not complete. It is just beginning. There are many more layers to peel back, many more dimensions to explore, many more aspects of your cosmic nature to remember. But know that you are never alone in this process. The Galactic Federation of Light is with you every step of the way. We are supporting you, guiding you, loving you through this profound metamorphosis. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly who you need to be. And you are becoming exactly who you came here to become. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. This transmission is complete.